Юга 333, зарядить.
Have you ever imagined what it would be like to be in the midst of a relentless hail of rockets? Imagine a calm sky suddenly transformed into hell, the piercing whistling of hundreds of rockets crashing to the ground, accompanied by earth-shaking explosions. This is what just happened in Zaporish, Ukraine, a massive Russian artillery attack using BM-21 Grad MLRS. Was this just a casual attack, or a signal that Russia was preparing a large-scale offensive to seize key territory? This attack shocked the world as Russia launched not just a few rockets, but a massive salvo of Grads, captured on camera from multiple angles. The image is clear: dozens of explosions within seconds, creating shockwaves visible for kilometers. Zaporizhia, a strategic industrial city in southeastern Ukraine, is now one of the most dangerous hotspots. For Russia, this region is key to connecting Crimea with the Donbass. For Ukraine, it is the last bastion maintaining logistical access and the morale of the resistance.
Сьогодні у нас день активної дипломатії. Інформуємо партнерів про чергові прояви російського терору, про ракетні удари по Запоріжжю та інших містах України.
Russia's provocation through this rocket hail has not only hit the Ukrainian military, but also the psychology of the civilian population. This is why many analysts call this attack a strategy to destabilize the defenses before a ground offensive. The BM-21 Grad MLRS is one of the most feared weapons on the battlefield. With a capacity of 40,122mm rocket launcher tubes, a single battery can launch hundreds of rockets in less than a minute. Imagine each rocket carries a high explosive warhead capable of destroying an area the size of a football field. In the leaked footage, we can see how the barrage of rockets creates a curtain of fire that covers the entire horizon. This is no longer just a calculated attack, but rather a message. We can burn this area to the ground at any moment.
Також сьогодні була доповідь розвідки і військового командування про те, на що розраховує Путін і до чого реально готується.
For Ukrainian troops on the front line, this is a nightmare. Even bunker protection is insufficient with continuous Grad salvos. Now the big question arises: are the Ukrainian defenses in Zaporizhia starting to collapse? Several reports indicate that Ukrainian defense points along the front line have suffered severe damage, and many units have been forced to retreat to avoid heavy losses. If this is true, then Russia's path to push towards Zaporizhia city is wide open. However, Ukraine is still relying on counter-artillery systems and surveillance drones to try to mitigate the impact of the Grad. But is that enough to counter a barrage of attacks of this magnitude? This MLRS attack is not just a military action, but also a political message. Russia wants to show the West that modern weapons, support for Ukraine, cannot overcome the reality on the ground: Russia's artillery superiority. In fact, some analysts are calling this move a warning to NATO. If Zaporizhia falls, supply lines from Europe to eastern Ukraine could be cut, sending the war into a new phase that is far more advantageous to Moscow. This is the face of modern warfare. Brutal, swift, and full of surprises. The Russian Grad MLRS attack on Zaporizhia is a reminder that this war is far from over. The question for us all is, will the world continue to stand idly by as Ukraine is hit by a hail of rockets, or will concrete actions be taken to change the course of the conflict? Leave your thoughts in the comments,